Welcome to Kansas Ag Report. I'm Ken Rogers. On this week's program, we head out to Russell, where the Kansas Auctioneers Association held their Livestock Auctioneer Championship competition. We'll talk with the winner, Brandon Frey from Mankato Livestock Incorporated, also the owner of the barn, Neal Bouray, on price discovery and selling cattle the auction way. We'll also have features from Kansas Soybean Commission, the Kansas Department of Agriculture, and Kansas Grain Sorghum, plus our weekly update from the Kansas Livestock Association and market information from Pinion, a division of K-Coe Isom. Kansas Ag Report brought to you in part by the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers. Kansas Farm Bureau, a grassroots ag organization representing the state's farm and ranch families since 1919, KFB.org. And the Kansas Wheat Commission, lending in the adoption of profitable innovations from wheat, online at kswheat.com. In agricultural news from agview.net, the EPA has announced 5-year registrations for 2 dicamba products and the extension of a third. EPA Administrator Andrew Wheeler says the registrations include new control measures to ensure the products can be used effectively while protecting the environment, including non-target plants and other crops that aren't tolerant to dicamba. Bayer's XtendiMax and BASF's Ingenia received the 5-year registration. Syngenta's Tavium, that registration was extended as well. Now, Corteva's Fexapan not included. A federal court back in June tossed out the registration for XtendiMax, Ingenia, and Fexapan, but did not include Tavium. Now, the registrations feature new control measures, including requirement of a voluntary reduction agent and specific downwind buffers. The federal regulations prohibit over-the-top applications for dicamba and soybeans after June 30th and cotton after July 30th. Farm groups calling the EPA to re-register those products as well through 2021. USDA paid more than $7 billion of assistance to farmers as part of CFAP 2. That program provides farmers with financial aid to help absorb some of the increased marketing costs associated with COVID-19. Well, since CFAP 2 enrollment began in September, the Farm Service Agency has approved more than 443,000 applications. The top 5 states for payments: Iowa, Nebraska, Minnesota, Illinois, and Kansas. Now, farmers and ranchers who participated in the original program not automatically enrolled. You need to complete a new application form for this second round, and FSA will accept applications through December 11th. And pumpkins are the most famous symbol of fall. USDA is highlighting the top 10 pumpkin production states this week. Now, all states are producing some pumpkins, but about 62% of the pumpkin acres were cultivated by only 10 states. By acreage and weight, Illinois consistently the nation's largest pumpkin producer. More on these and other stories at agview.net. Stay with us. More coming up. Kansas Ag Report brought to you in part by the Kansas Livestock Association, supporting members' business interests and meeting consumer demands. KLA.org. Oldie Seed Farms, carrying soil-specific seed. Find them on the web at oldieseed.com. That's OHLDE seed.com. And Kansas Corn, building the future at kansascorn.com.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
We're in Russell, Kansas. Been a while since we've been able to get out on the road, and what a better time than to go to the Kansas Auctioneers Association Livestock Auction Championship. And joining us is Brandon Frey, who's one of the auctioneers at Mankato Livestock, and that's a story we're going to talk about in our second part. So first off, congratulations.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, let's talk about getting to this point. I mean, you get to practice almost every week, but here you are, you're competing with some of the best auctioneers in the state.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it takes a lot of practice, a lot of time. You find yourself even driving down the road selling fence posts or phone posts. So it's a lot of practice to it, and it didn't happen overnight.
Well, let's talk about it. You are a young man, so is this something you've kind of always wanted to do?
Yeah, I always looked up to my dad, Tom Frey. He was the LMA president and always in the world contests. And, I had a really good teacher in him and, always trying to be like Dad, I guess. So.
All right, so let's talk about how you think you did today. They kind of maybe either try to trip you up, but you're selling way up cows, you're selling calves, and you're selling a bunch of either steers or heifers. So talk about that.
Right. I think in any aspect of a livestock auction, you're going to have to sell the weight cows, sell the head calves or head cows, and then sell the feeders. So, I mean, in order to find someone that knows all aspects of it, I suppose they got to try you.
Sure. So what is there one thing in particular? Do you like the spring runs, the fall runs, or just every time you get an opportunity to crack the mic, you enjoy it?
Just about any time, but I'm a fall guy. I like those fall calf runs. I know it gets a little tough, especially this year with election and everything else. But I love it. I absolutely love it.
What do you have, say somebody wants to maybe be an auctioneer, other than probably going to school, but there's probably even more to it to even prepare yourself.
Right, and a lot of local communities, they have their own sale barn or an auctioneer, someone that you could look up to, kind of mentor you. My advice would be to go to them, seek their mentorship, seek what they have to say, and, just practice counting, practice your numbers.
All right, let's do a little tease. Let's talk about Mankato Livestock, the place where you cry. What a story.
What a story, you bet. What do you want to know?
You tell me. What should we know before we let the boss know?
Mankato's been there for, I know Neal's grandpa had it for a long time. Neal came in with his partners and kind of revamped and rebuilt it a couple years ago, and a nice steady stream of cattle. They always offer top quality Kansas feeders, Kansas and Nebraska. I think he'll have 1,500, 2,000 pretty steady, every week. So a good sale run by good people, and if you're in the area and stop by and come in and enjoy the sale.
All right, sounds good. Brandon Frey, who is the champion for the Kansas Auctioneer Association in the livestock competition, took place in Russell. Stay with us. We'll have more in just a minute. Sorry about that. The Kansas Ag Report brought to you in part by Kansas Grain Sorghum. Growers working together. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org. Grass and Grain, online or in the mail, keeping Kansas farmers informed for over 60 years. grassandgrain.com. And agview.net, serving the Beef Belt and Western Corn Belt with reliable and relevant agriculture information. agview.net.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Are you looking for Medicare supplement insurance plans? Now is a good time to look at your options with Kansas Farm Bureau Health Plans. A Medicare supplement insurance plan can help cover certain out-of-pocket expenses Medicare doesn't cover. Things like deductibles, co-insurance, and certain limitations that can be costly in the event of an accident or illness. With Kansas Farm Bureau Health Plans, you have options to Medicare supplement insurance plans with 4 levels of affordable coverage and service from an organization known for its commitment serving Kansans. We encourage you to compare our rates. For more information and to get a quote, Contact a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent near you or visit kfbhealthplans.com. Medicare supplements insured by Members Health Insurance Company, Columbia, Tennessee. Not connected with or endorsed by the U.S. or state government.
We are in Russell, and at the Kansas Auctioneers Association, they have an annual contest for livestock sales, and the winner is from Mankato Livestock. We want to talk to one of the owners of Mankato Livestock, and that is Neal Bouray. So, Neal, thanks for spending some time with us.
Absolutely, Ken. Nice to be here with you.
All right, so let's talk about it. Pretty proud. You as well, but that's adding to that kind of lineage there at Mankato Livestock.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's talk about the contest that happened today. Really, those things that happen every week. One of the big things going on right now is price discovery, especially in these livestock markets. People are trying to find a true price discovery. Is there anything better than what happens right here in the seats?
There's no other way, true form of true price discovery than a competitive bidding at public auction.
So with that, I mean, we had a pretty good crowd today. It looked like there was a lot of discussion and a lot of discerning folks here in the seats that knew what they wanted and knew what the things were worth.
Absolutely, yeah. And the way things have been here with the markets, the way they've been this fall, the way the weather we've had to fight. I mean, it's been difficult here this fall, so this has been trying.
All right, let's talk now just a little bit about Mankato Livestock. Mankato's not the biggest place in the world, but there are a lot of cattle.
Absolutely.
But you and the next generation really made a commitment to that area. And as everything's going on in central Kansas, you all have become one of those leaders that bring cattle in from a lot of different places. So maybe tell us a little bit about the story of Mankato Livestock.
Okay, so Mankato Livestock was ran by my grandfather, Andy Montgomery. He purchased the barn in 1980 and ran it until 2004. At that time, he sold out to 4 individuals, and each of them had worked for him for 15 plus years. And at about that time was when I was in college, and Grandpa was, no, you need to go get a job. So I went and got a job. I graduated college from the University of Nebraska, and I moved to Southwest Iowa and became a vice president of a bank over there, and had the opportunity to come back and purchase one of the owners out. So I came back, and the rest is history. I mean, we in 2018, we did a big renovation, a complete new building, new facility, ring scale, and all that. And I mean, that's really helped us as far as the safety of the animals and getting them, the flow of the animals is much better now than the building that was there currently that was built in 1929.
Talk about what the future holds. I mean, it seems like every little bit there's always discussion of, these livestock markets, are they still true price discovery? Will they be because of some of the direct things? But there are also some things, not to get political, but things in Congress going to say, barns like you may become very important to knowing what an actual value is of an animal.
Yeah, and there'll always be true price discovery through the market. I mean, with live buyers, farmers sitting on the seats buying cattle to want to take them home, grow them up, and finish them, or just grow them up and background them. I mean, there'll always be the true price discovery of what an animal is truly worth through the ring, and with all that. So.
Well, Neal, we appreciate. Congratulations on having another winner from Mankato Livestock. Oh, let's get a quick plug in. When's your sales?
Every Friday. We'll be in Mankato every Friday. Sure have 1,500 to 3,000 every week.
All right. Neal Bouray, who is one of the owners of the Mankato Livestock, has joined us. We've been in Russell with the Kansas Auctioneers Association. Stay with us. We'll have more coming up.
Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org.
No one plans to get sick or injured. But when life happens, it's important you and your family are protected. Kansas Farm Bureau health plans are there to provide continued health care coverage to meet your needs. Choose from a broad range of individual and family plans. And if you're over 65, we have options for you too. Learn more at kfbhealthplans.com or contact a Farm Bureau Financial Services agent near you.
Farmers in western Kansas planning to campaign for a seat on one of the state's 5 commodity commissions, including the Kansas Soybean Commission, should be gathering petition signatures to meet the November 30th filing deadline. The 2021 election will cover the western third of the state, including District 1 in the northwest, 2 in the west central, and 3 in the southwest. One person represents all 3 on the Soybean Commission. To be included on a commission ballot, a candidate must have grown that commodity within the last 5 years and gather 20 signatures from eligible voters with no more than 5 from one county. Eligible voters are Kansas residents who are of legal voting age, have grown the commodity within the last 3 years, and are registered to vote with the Kansas Department of Agriculture. New to this year's election, candidates will have the option to create petitions and collect signatures online. The portal is available at www.agriculture.ks.gov/KGCvoter. Once the candidate has created an account and petition, the candidate can share a unique URL with signees. Candidates may choose to complete their petition online, by paper, or a combination of both. Get more information from KDA at 785-564-6726 or agriculture.ks.gov on the web. Soybean candidates can also call 877-KS-SOYBEAN or visit kansassoybeans.org/commissioners.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn for livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population. The farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
What if U.S. soybean meal were more than a commodity? If seed companies and the soybean checkoff built a better variety? That future is here. The time is now. To meet end-user demands, the Soybean Checkoff is investing in the compositional quality of soybeans, including meal. A message from the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
As you prepare for the holidays this year, consider giving a gift that celebrates the state you love by buying gifts that are from the land of Kansas. From the Land of Kansas is a state trademark program promoting and celebrating agricultural experiences and products grown, raised, or produced in Kansas. Kansas-made food and other products not only make great gifts, but they also support Kansas farmers, ranchers, and agribusinesses. Look for the From the Land of Kansas logo when shopping at gift shops, boutiques, and grocery stores. When you shop Kansas, you support local Kansas companies. During the holiday season, giving the gift of Kansas is even easier. The program offers holiday boxes that can be ordered online and be shipped directly to your family and friends. 2 gift boxes are available again this year, the Ad Astra box and the Kanza box, offering a variety of products from across the state, including pork sticks, sunflower oil, espresso bars, and soup mix. Order by December 10th to ensure delivery by Christmas. You can also connect with From the Land of Kansas on Facebook or Instagram and read our blog or follow us on Pinterest to find recipes throughout the holidays featuring many of our great From the Land of Kansas members' products. For other ideas or to find retailers or Kansas businesses near you, visit FromTheLandOfKansas.com. If you don't live near the retailers, you can also shop online at the From the Land of Kansas marketplace at shop.FromTheLandOfKansas.com, where you'll find everything from candles and pet treats to snacks and baking mixes, and of course, those great holiday gift boxes. Look for the From the Land of Kansas logo and make Kansas part of your holidays this year, from the gifts you give to the meals you prepare.
The Kansas Wheat Innovation Center in Manhattan is rediscovering ways to get improved varieties and new genetics in the hands of farmers faster. Grower-led and checkoff-funded research initiatives are bringing about positive change. This grassroots leadership provides a strong voice in Topeka and Washington, D.C. Now is the time to partner with Kansas Wheat in moving wheat forward. Kansas Wheat Commission and Kansas Association of Wheat Growers. Farmers investing in their future and yours. Log on to rediscoverwheat.org.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and Liberty Link that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Drought intensifies on the high plains and sorghum still produces as harvest nears conclusion, and we look to the future in this week's Sorghum Update. 2020 has seen all sorts of wild events, including limited precipitation since late summer. That drop in precipitation brought moderate drought throughout much of our region. But thanks to the ongoing research to enhance sorghum trait technology, a drop in drips doesn't have to mean a drop in yield. Drop XL Sorghum is a state of Kansas effort managed by the Collaborative Sorghum Investment Program, CSIP. The Kansas Grain Sorghum Commission, together with the United Sorghum Checkoff Program and KSU, founded CSIP to advance demand, yield, and value for grain sorghum, working with the Kansas Department of Agriculture and a myriad of industry partners for the benefit of sorghum farmers throughout the country. As a key focus for CSIP, Drop XL Sorghum is an exciting trait technology package working to provide farmers with the tools to achieve higher productivity under water limitations. Currently, the Drop XL initiative is identifying the best trait combinations for water productivity across Kansas. It's also locating genetic markers for those traits in field trials to develop cutting-edge trait donor lines in order to expand water-optimized sorghum hybrids. Data suggests that Drop XL Tech both conserves soil moisture and increases grain yield by 4% in some Kansas environments, and that's big news for sorghum's role in rotation systems across the Ogallala Aquifer. While completion of Drop XL Sorghum is expected in 2024, you can stay up to date about sorghum in Kansas between now and then by visiting ksgrainsorghum.org. For Kansas Grain Sorghum, this is Adam York.
Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org.
Next time you see a beautiful field of corn, reach out and thank the farmers who work tirelessly to raise corn. For livestock feed, renewable fuels, and exports to feed a growing world population, the farmers on the Kansas Corn Commission work for Kansas Corn with grower-funded checkoff dollars that support foreign and domestic market development, research, promotion, and education to expand opportunities for Kansas farmers. To learn more, visit kscorn.com.
The Kansas Beef Council's newly released One Simple Ingredient commercial was televised in select markets during the Kansas State University Wildcats versus Texas Christian University Big 12 Conference game on October 10th and during the Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills game October 19th. The 30-second commercial highlights the positive nutritional attributes of beef and one key area where alternatives cannot compete. Beef has one ingredient: beef. With the combined reach of the broadcast markets and highly targeted advertising on digital sites like YouTube, the campaign has been seen more than 700,000 times since October 1st. According to Kansas Beef Council Director of Communications, Scott Stebner, this checkoff-funded beef promotion highlights how protein provided by beef can help fuel student athletes to reach their full potential. The TV broadcast opportunity allowed the Kansas Beef Council to take this message to sports-loving families across Kansas. To date, the One Simple Ingredient campaign, which encompasses 2 video spots, has been seen more than 2.5 million times by consumers in Kansas and the Kansas City metro area. Other states also are sharing the campaign, which has increased the overall reach by almost 10 million. To view the campaign, go to kansasbeef.org.
Many seed companies claim to offer the latest genetics, but how many have tested those genetics in soils just like yours? The Oldie Seed Know to Grow research program has fully tested the latest seed genetics in soils that are right in your neighborhood. The Oldie Seed Know to Grow program can recommend the best performing hybrids from technologies like Enlist, Extend, and LibertyLink that will optimize the yield and profit of every acre on your farm. Contact Oldie Seed today.
Good morning, folks. Colette here with Pinion, a division of K-Coe Isom. Harvest pace slowed down a little this last week, with folks all over the place seeing a touch of snow and rain. Enough to make some take a pause on the harvest they've been plugging away at, but some were lucky enough to be done with their harvest before the weather hit. The snow and rain may be a good thing for the planted wheat acres, though, as many continue to report dryness. As we head into the election Tuesday, it will be interesting to see how the markets trade. Many folks have talked about getting out of positions going into the election, and funds may do the same in an effort to bank profits on positions. Wednesday morning, we saw a glimpse of that after putting in contract highs on both corn and beans Tuesday. Basis remains strong on corn and beans both throughout harvest here, and Milo continues to blow both out of the water in the basis game here in Kansas. As we wrap up things on harvest, if you're having trouble deciding when to price your grain or move what's in the bins, give us a call at 888-452-8751 for help on your marketing plan. I'm Colette at Pinion, and I hope you have a safe and happy Halloween and harvest.
Well, that's our show this week. Be social with us by going online, KansasAgReport.net. Like us on Facebook, Kansas Ag Report Television Show. Follow us on Twitter, Kansas Ag Report. Look up, look both ways as we wrap up harvest. We want you and your family to join us next week. For the Kansas Ag Report, I'm Ken Rogers. See you
later. What if U.S. soybean meal were more than a commodity? If seed companies and the soybean checkoff built a better variety? That future is here. The time is now. To meet end-user demands, the Soybean Checkoff is investing in the compositional quality of soybeans, including meal. A message from the Kansas Soybean Commission, the Soybean Checkoff, progress powered by Kansas farmers.
Kansans are saving money and getting quality coverage with Kansas Farm Bureau Health Plans.
We've had the Kansas Farm Bureau Health Plan since January. Had great success using it. We've picked up some prescriptions and that was fully covered, and that was amazing to us because years past we've had the flu in our household and we've had to pay about $115 out of pocket for that one prescription. So knowing that we have the ability for an antibiotic or things like that we may need, that it's covered, is a really great feeling.
Grain sorghum is one of the most important cereal crops worldwide, and Kansas leads the nation in its production. Over the years, sorghum has been either exported, used in animal feed domestically, or for other industrial uses. Recently, its use in the ethanol market has seen tremendous growth, with 30% of domestic sorghum typically going to ethanol production. Kansas Grain Sorghum is committed to sorghum research, market development, and education. Learn more at ksgrainsorghum.org.
Kansas Corn reminds you that E15 fuel is the right choice for every kind of driver. For the car enthusiast, E15 has higher octane. For the thrifty driver, E15 is priced lower than regular unleaded. For the nature lover, E15 provides cleaner air. For the shopper who buys local, E15 has more ethanol from our Kansas corn farms. Choose E15 for a higher octane, lower price, cleaner American fuel. Message from the Kansas Corn Commission. Learn more at kscorn.com.